have learnt in the previous chapter that we eat a variety of food according to our taste and availability. Food is required by our body to get energy to grow, repair our damaged body parts, and keep us fit and healthy. The food that we eat contains different components. We already know about the components of food. Let us know some more about the food components and their effects in our body. Components of food. The main components of our food are nutrients, roughage, dietary fiber, and water. Nutrients are the substance that an organism needs for growth, repair, and maintenance of its body. The nutrients needed by the human body are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the main source of energy for our body. Therefore, carbohydrates are called energy-giving foods. There are many types of carbohydrates. The main two types are sugars, starch. Sugars. Sugars are simple carbohydrates that have a sweet taste. The main sources of sugar in our food are glucose, cane sugar, commonly called as sugar, and fruits such as banana, papaya, mango, and grapes. Starch. Starch is a complex carbohydrate. Pure starch is a tasteless and odorless white powder. The main sources of starch in our food are wheat, rice, maize, bajra, potato, and sweet potato. Activity 2. To test the presence of starch in a food sample. Things needed: raw potato, boiled egg, white portion, iodine solution. This solution is purple in color, dropper and test tube. Method: take a piece of raw potato and put a few drops of dilute iodine solution on its cut surface using a dropper. Take some mashed boiled egg, white portion in a test tube. Use a dropper and put a few drops of iodine solution in the test tube. Observation: when we add some dilute iodine solution to the cut raw potato, a blue-black color appears where the iodine drops fall. This shows that the potato contains starch, but when the dilute iodine solution is added in a test tube that contains the mashed boiled egg white portion, no blue-black color appears. This test indicates that the boiled egg white portion does not contain starch. Proteins. Proteins are body-building food. These are necessary for the growth and repair of the body. That is why growing children, pregnant women, and people recovering from illness need more protein in their diet. Proteins can be obtained from plant and animal sources. The best sources of plant proteins are beans, soya bean and peas, nuts, almonds, cashew nuts and ground nuts, pulses, gram, moong and tur dal, and cereals, maize and wheat. Some of the best sources of animal proteins are lean meat, meat without fat, fish, eggs, milk and milk products, cheese and curd. The body requirement of proteins for adults is 1 gram per kilogram of the body weight. This means a woman weighing 50 kilograms needs 50 grams of proteins every day. Growing children and pregnant women need 1.8 grams of protein per kilogram of their body weight. Activity 3. To test the presence of protein in a given food sample. Things needed: boiled egg, white portion, a raw potato, some copper sulfate solution, some caustic soda solution, 2 test tubes, beakers, and a test tube stand. Method: take pieces of boiled egg, white portion, mashed potato in 2 separate test tubes. Use a dropper to add 2 drops of copper sulfate solution. And 10 drops of caustic soda solution to each test tube. Shake the test tubes well and allow them to stand on the test tube stand for a few minutes. Observation. The contents of the test tube with the boiled egg, white portion, turn violet. The violet color indicates the presence of proteins in the food item. This test indicates that the boiled egg, white portion, contains protein. The contents of the test tube with mashed potato do not turn violet. This indicates the absence of proteins in the food item, mashed potato. Fats. Fats give us more energy than carbohydrates. Foods rich in fats are also called energy-giving foods. Fats are obtained from plants and animals. Ghee, oil, butter, milk, meat, etc. are some common foods containing fats. Nuts and some seeds also contain fats. Though fats give much more energy than carbohydrates, it is more difficult for the body to digest fats. Excess fats are often stored as body fat. The fat stored in the body causes obesity, fatness. Activity 4. To test the presence of fat in a food sample. Things needed: peeled ground nuts and a piece of clean paper. Method. Take some peeled ground nuts and wrap them in a piece of clean paper. Crush the ground nuts and press with a heavy object like a hammer. Take care that the paper does not tear. Remove the crushed ground nuts and straighten the paper. Hold the paper against a light source, for example, bulbs. Observation. We can see an oily patch on the paper. We are able to see the light faintly through this oily patch, making the paper translucent. The appearance of the translucent oily spot on the sheet of paper shows the presence of fat in the given food sample. Vitamins. Vitamins are essential nutrients required in small quantities for normal growth, good vision, healthy teeth, gums and bones, and overall good health. Vitamins are of different kinds and are known by different names. Each vitamin occurs in a particular kind of food and has a specific function to perform. Minerals. Minerals are nutrients required by our body for its proper functioning, normal growth, and good health. Minerals do not supply any energy to our body. Roughage, dietary fibers. The fibrous, undigestible material present in our food is termed as roughage. Roughage neither provides energy like carbohydrate and fats, nor builds our body like proteins. However, it is an important component of our food. It performs the following functions. Roughage adds bulk to the food. This helps our body to get rid of undigested food and thereby prevents constipation. It stimulates the muscle contraction of the walls of our intestine. This helps in proper bowel movements, like squeezing toothpaste out of a tube. Roughage can absorb a great amount of water and helps retain water in the body. The main sources of roughage in human food are salad, vegetables and fruits, corn, bhutta, unpeeled apple, half-crushed wheat, porridge or dalia. Water. It is the most important constituent of food. It is essential for life. Human body contains about 70% of water by weight. For example, a child who weighs 35 kilograms has about 25 kilograms of water in his body. Water is needed by our body to perform many vital functions. Some of them are: it serves as the body's transportation system. It is a medium through which other nutrients,